Good morning, wonderful people. Welcome to Saturday morning medical Qigong practice. My name is Mary Frances, and I am one of Henry Jean Li's medical Qigong students. I'm so excited for Saturday because it is our Rejuvenation Day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start on the warm-up. So we're opening up hip width shoulder width apart. Settling into the space. Tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth. Relaxing into the moment. Letting the feet connect with the earth. Allowing the very top of the head to reach up into the sky. And then with the hands in loose fists, we're going to start twisting from side to side. As long as it's okay for you, allowing the shoulders to open up, creating a little bit of space in that joint. Keeping the knees nice and soft. Breathing in, allowing the breath to reach deep into the torso. Allowing the breath to exit freely. And then continuing on, allowing that traveling to the opposing shoulder. Once again, as long as it's comfortable for you, maybe allowing a little more oomph to the tapping of the shoulder. Traveling back down. Releasing the hands. And gradually coming back to the center. Widening the stance. Opening up the channels in the lower half of the body. Warming up the knees. Continuing on, working from the hip down the inner aspect of the leg towards just above the ankle or wherever it's comfortable for you. Then to the lateral aspect of the leg. Coming back on up. Sliding that left foot a little closer to the right, maintaining that hip width, shoulder width distance. And working our way up to just underneath the rib cage. Waking up the musculature of the low back, waking up the energy. Placing the palms at the low back, circling down the sides and up the spine. Resting the palms at the low back, closing the eyes. Inhaling, guiding the breath in the chi to the low back, allowing it to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to travel and flow to wherever it's needed. Inhaling, guiding the breath and the chi to the kidneys, allowing them to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to travel and flow to wherever it's needed. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Relaxing into the breath. Allowing the chi to flow freely to wherever it's needed. Releasing the arms. Letting them come back down to the sides. Gently opening the eyes. And closing by bringing that left foot back to the right. Okay, for our rejuvenation series, if you are new to these exercises, don't feel like you have to learn all of them all at once. They are here for you to learn gradually, and then soon they'll become like your favorite comfy sweater or t-shirt, depending on whether it's hot or cold outside and which one you need. All right, let's go ahead and open for the wave. So we're inhaling. Exhaling, in, and out, inhaling, and exhaling. Opening up. Inhaling, exhaling, in, and out. Inhaling, and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling, in, and out. Going at your own pace now. Enjoying the flow of the movement. Getting ready to close. Closing. The modified version is inhaling up to the breastbone. Exhaling. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling and exhaling. Our second exercise is the shaking exercise. Allowing the bottoms of the feet to connect with the earth. The breathing for this exercise is natural breathing. If you like, close your eyes. And then you're going to start generating the momentum from the knees. Allowing all the tissues in the body to relax. As we proceed, gradually increase the momentum, increasing the vibration, allowing the breath to remain slow and even. So we have that nice dichotomy between the quick vibration and slow breath. And gradually slowing down, taking away some of the momentum from the knees. As we coast to stillness. Taking a moment to feel any sensations. And opening the eyes, closing. For a classical closing, we inhale all the way up. Exhaling down. In and out. Inhaling and exhaling. You get to choose which closing works best for you. If you have a little bit of low blood pressure or get a little dizzy, maybe you want to have that pause in the center first. Now we have our infinity exercise. Opening. Turning torso to the left, sinking at the knees, inhaling and exhaling, in and out. Getting ready to close. And closing. Next, we have Scoop the Moon. Scoop the Moon has natural breathing. So you just breathe as what works best for your body, what your body and emotion tells you. Enjoying the articulation of the joints of the wrist and the hand. Getting ready to close. And closing. Now we have swimming in Qi. So take a glance around your surroundings and make sure you've got some space to expand, especially with the legs. It's in 3 parts. So part 1, we're opening. Part 1, we're inhaling and exhaling, in and out, Getting ready for part 2. Inhaling, exhaling, in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. Getting ready for part 3. Standing. Turning about 45 degrees to the left. Repositioning if you need to because of things in your apartment. I'm going to do the modified version first. Inhaling and exhaling. The classic version. Same breath pattern. And changing sides. Once again, I'm going to do the modified version first. Repositioning if there are obstacles. And then the classical version. Closing. Now we have swimming dragon. Also in 3 parts. We're inhaling and exhaling. In, out. Getting ready for transitioning into part 2. Transitioning, inhaling, exhaling, and in, out, inhaling, Exhaling, in and out. Getting ready for part 3. Inhaling and exhaling, in and out. Getting ready to close and closing. We're going to stop there and do a short closing so that then we'll start with the 7th exercise, Circles of Harmony, at our 15-minute instructional period. So keeping the feet together so we can retain all that wonderful energy we've been generating and cultivating, bringing the palms together, bringing some friction, some heat to the palms, transferring just a bit of that chi to the palms so we can help using palms as an anchor to help guide the chi into the lower dantian, closing the eyes. Inhaling, guiding the breath and the chi down to the lower dantian, allowing it to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to settle and store so it's there for you throughout the rest of your day. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Allowing the mind to relax into the breath. Allowing the breath to relax the body. And allowing the chi to gather, settle, and store within the lower dantian so it is there for you for the rest of your day. Thank you so very, very much, Qigong family, for being here this Saturday morning. Now we're going to go over circles of harmony, or at least the probably first half of circles of harmony, which is our 7th exercise in rejuvenation. And then after that, we'll do our fall seasonal exercises, the 4th set, which is the equinox set. All right, so for circles of harmony, I brought my special guest Pudding, because we are going to review. We went over this last week, but we're going to do a quick review this week as well before we move on. We open the same way that we had in the other exercises. So the arms sweep out to the sides as we glance up about 60 degrees, coming up onto the toes if that's comfortable for you. This is all on an inhale. And then on an exhale, we come back to the earth, guiding the hands back down the midline to the breastbone. Inhaling. Pointing the fingertips down in this kind of triangle pattern with the palms flat against the torso. It's not touching though. We do have some space between the hands and the torso. Exhaling down to the lower dantian. Inhaling one more time at the lower dantian. Before then exhaling with our return chi. Okay, so Pudding, as I mentioned.
At what point do you come off your toes?
Pardon?
At what point do you come off your toes?
So we come up and then come down as we bring the hands down. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Of course, thank you. Thank you for asking. Okay, Pudding. I'm always excited when I can bring friends. So Pudding is gonna help demonstrate the hand positioning. She likes gymnastics, so she's okay with this. We've talked about it. We're opening up. Feet are hip width, shoulder width apart. A little wider might feel more comfortable for you during the exercise. And I have, if I'm mirroring you, my left hand on her snout, her face, and my right hand on her tail. Okay, so we're bringing Pudding up. So we've done our opening and coming back down. We're opening up, hip width, shoulder width apart. A little wider is fine and maybe more beneficial for you. And then we're bringing the arms up so they're parallel. And then since we're heading towards the left first, the left hand is on top. So we're grasping our chi ball, and then we're taking our chi ball on a little journey. First to the left, switching the hands, then coming to the right, switching the hands, and then all the way to the left. Our hands are going to flow, this time through a horizontal pattern across the chest. The left foot, I think you can see it in frame, is going to come up, so the toes are going to come up, reposition, so now they're facing towards the left. And I'm going to reposition my right heel to about 45 degrees, because that's nicer for my feet, or actually my knees. We're coming along now, and then Pudding's going to be back to horizontal. Okay, so just that little bit, one more time. We've done our opening. We're opening up, hip width, shoulder width apart. The arms come up, and then the left hand is on top. We're taking our chi ball. The feet are still parallel, but the opposing heel comes up off the ground. We're taking our chi ball up to the left, switching hands, taking our chi ball to the right, switching the hands. This time the chi ball comes through horizontally. We're taking the toes, pointing them towards the left, repositioning that back heel, the right heel about 45 degrees, as Pudding and our hands now come parallel. Pudding now is going to take a little break. So our hands are facing the earth. Okay, the palms are facing the earth. We're going to pull the shoulder that's closest to your screen, most likely. In this case, it's going to be your
right shoulder pulls back, the elbow and wrist arm follow. So pulling the shoulder back, and then we're gonna flatten the palm, pushing it forward. Okay, let's do that one more time. So that shoulder is pulling back as the torso pulls back. You'll notice maybe that the toes are coming up, so we've got that rocking mechanism happening. Shoulder, elbow, and then the wrist and the hand push through. So that's a single shoulder. Then we're going to use both shoulders. Pulling back both shoulders. The elbows are following. The palms are facing out a little bit. And then as we open up the throat and the chest, we're sweeping the arms out. The palms are facing the sky, the heavens, as we then rock back forward. Once again, parallel, but this time the palms are facing the sky. Okay, so let's do that double shoulder roll one more time. So we've started with the palms facing the earth. We're pulling almost, I'm talking about the shoulders, but remember that big spine point that we've used in other exercises? If you think about that, that helps instigate. So it's the big spine point, the shoulders, the elbows, opening up now the chest and the throat, sweeping the arms out to the sides, the palms are facing the sky, rocking back forward, and we're in that same position, but the arms, the inside is now facing the sky. All right, so all together. We've done our opening. That was a really shoddy opening, but the opening, we're opening our feet, hip width, shoulder width apart. The arms are coming up. The right hand comes underneath the left, and then we're carrying the ball to the left, switching the hands, carrying the ball to the right, switching the hands, and now as we sweep down, we're sweeping through that horizontal plane, repositioning the feet, palms are facing the earth, we're pulling back, the arm that's closest to the screen, pushing forward, and then pulling both back, sweeping out to the sides, the palms are up. Okay, one more time. Arms come up. We're going to the left, then to the right, then all the way to the left, repositioning the feet, pulling back with that right hand, pushing forward, pulling back with both, sweeping out to the sides. The palms are now facing the sky. And then I'm going to get closer. All right, you're going to do this really cool thing with the hands where we're going to rotate the wrist. Okay, the palms are up. I'm going to worry about the finger positions in just a moment, but right now, let's focus on the wrist. So the wrist is going to rotate inward, so the hands are rotating inward. And then the palms are down. The wrists, once again, are rotating inward, and then the palms are down. And then adding in the articulation of the fingers, pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb, and then come to a point where the inner edge of the index finger is meeting. The thumbs are not quite meeting, so it's not like this. We've got a little bit of the V action, so it's really getting to that inner aspect of the index fingers. So palms are up, pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. The thumb is on the outside. It's a proper fist. It's not a baby fist. And the index finger medial aspect are touching. All right, so where does that come in? Arms come up. We're going to the left, Going to the right, going all the way to the left, pulling back, pushing forward, defending the apartment, coming forward, and then here, the palms are up. We're going to rotate the wrists, come here at about the bridge of the nose, okay? So you want to be able to see. You don't want the fists so high that you can't see, and you don't want them down underneath your chin. You want them about the bridge of the nose. And then we're going to do, we call it a forward roll. It's not an actual forward roll, but forward roll works. So we're sweeping down and up. All right, let's do that one more time. So we've got the palms up, right? We're rotating the fingers and the wrists. The index fingers are meeting at about the bridge of the nose. The heel is touching the floor, but the toes are up. We've got more weight on the rear leg, on the right leg. And then we're gonna sweep down. Whee! If you go really slow, it's a lot of fun. So you go down, and then you transition the weight to the lead leg, but you're gonna still keep this rear heel on the floor. Okay, so that's not coming up. You want that connection of the heel, the rear heel, to maintain with the earth. So we're transitioning forward and coming up. One more time. Down, moving forward, and up. Okay, let's do just that. We've opened up. Feet are hip width, shoulder width apart, a little wider is good. The arms come up. The breathing for this exercise is natural breathing. So we're going to the left, going to the right, going all the way to the left, repositioning the feet. Now here the heel does come up to reposition. Palms are facing the earth. We've got that single shoulder, pushing forward, both. And using that momentum to go right into the wrist finger roll and then coming down and up. It's so short when you do it all together. Let's try going to the other side. So there's more on that side that we're going to do, but let's work on the other side. So, arms come up. This time we're carrying our chi ball to the right, to the left, all the way through that horizontal plane, repositioning the feet. Okay. This time that left shoulder is pulling back, pushing forward. Both shoulders are pulling back, coming forward, rotating the fingers, wrists, hands into the fist, and then diving down and up. Going to the left now. Left, right, all the way to the left, pulling back, pushing forward, pulling both back, sweeping forward, rotating fingers, wrists, hands, flowing forward and up. Other side, to the right, to the left, all the way to the right, pulling back, pushing forward, both. Fingers, wrists, hands, diving forward and circling up. One more time on each side. Carrying our chi ball all the way to the left, pulling back, pushing forward, pulling back, gathering, fingers, wrists, hands, diving forward and up. Other side, last time, right, left, all the way to the right, pulling back, pushing forward, pulling back, gathering, fingers, wrists, hands, diving forward. Okay, so there's still more, but it's going to go rather quickly after this part that we've done. Circles of Harmony, so much fun. So let's go ahead and close. We close in the same way. So our feet are parallel. We're bringing the arms out to the sides. We're bringing that left foot back to the right. And then once again, you have options here. The modified version is inhaling up to the breastbone, taking an exhale here. And then inhaling. And then at a certain point, you're going to come up onto the toes. And then exhaling, coming back down. Inhaling. Turning the fingertips down. Exhaling. In. And out. Circles of Harmony, so much fun. Okay, now we're doing our fall exercises. We will learn the rest of that next week. I am pretty sure. Pretty sure. Checking, I think that's gonna work. I really need my lemon water. Hopefully I won't choke myself this time. If I sipped instead of gulped, I'd probably be okay.
Take your time.
Thank you. You know what, even if I have a lot of time, I tend to gulp liquid, which is not the way it should be. Okay. Fall seasonal exercise number 4. This is the 4th set. It's called the Equinox set, or Hear No Evil set. All right, we have the same opening for the seasonal exercises throughout the seasonal exercises. So we're going to place our hands into baby fists. The thumbs are coming in. The forefingers are wrapping lightly around. Backs of the hands are resting upon the thighs. We're elongating the spine, giving the organs and the spine plenty of room. Tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth. We're still breathing in and out through the nose, and we're closing the eyes. From here, we're simply inhaling and exhaling at your own pace, allowing yourselves to come into the moment. Allowing the body and mind to come back to stillness. Relaxing into the breath. And opening the eyes. With an inhale, we're going to take the hands, placing them at the ears, creating a seal. And then still inhaling, turning the torso to the left.
Here, we're going to stay in this position as we exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. And then exhaling back to the center. Taking a chance to regroup. Now moving to the right. So first we're going to the left. Now we're going to go to the right. Gathering, creating that seal. Inhaling. Staying over here as we exhale. In. Out. Inhaling. And exhaling back to the center. Regrouping. Okay, now you get to go at your own pace. So it's going to be 2 more times on each side, going from one side to the next. If you like, come back to the center and take a little break in between to regroup, or you can go straight from one side to the next. I am going to take a break afterwards and have more sips or gulps of my lemon water to allow time for everyone to get back on the same page. And then we'll do our closing exercises. Okay. So going at your own pace now, working with your breath. while everyone is finishing up, I'm going to go over the closing exercises. What we'll be doing is placing one hand on top of the other. Traditionally, men place their left hand on top. Women traditionally place their right hand on top. The thumbs are connected. And then we're going to be doing the teeth pressing. We're not chomping with the teeth. We're simply pressing the teeth, creating that connection between the upper and lower teeth. And a little bit of tension, not a lot, but a little bit of activation in the jaw structure, musculature. So once again, traditionally, men do this 36 times, women traditionally do this 24 times. Then after that, we're going to take our tongues, swirling them around in our mouth, 9 times clockwise, 9 times counterclockwise. And then once we do this, we're going to take all the saliva that we've generated, so you don't swallow the saliva until this point. We're going to swish it around between the teeth and then swallow it in 2/3. The swishing is 36 times. That's for everybody. So everyone swishes their saliva around in their mouth 36 times. Then we swallow it in thirds. At each third, we allow each third to come down into the lower dantian, settle and store, before then moving on to the next third, and then the third third. After that, we're simply going to close the eyes and breathe. You're gathering all that wonderful chi that you've been working on cultivating over the past it's almost an hour now, into the lower dantian, allowing it to gather, settle, and store, and allowing everything to just kind of relax and quiet. Okay, here we go. Teeth pressing. Tongue swirling. Then our 36 times mouthwash with the saliva. And when you're ready, closing the eyes. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Allowing the chi to gather, settle, and store within the lower dantian, so that it is there for you to use throughout the rest of your day. Thank you so very, very much, Qigong family.